Hello and welcome to Scrolling with Ceazor. Today is May 29th, 2026. As usual, I've got lots of news for you today, but it's not financial advice. It's just me spitting hot air into a microphone for a tiny little audience. Okay, so here is our charts today. Looking pretty good, green all across the charts. That's awesome. I had a short on hype the other day on the bounce tech, and I closed it, and then I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have closed it because it went a little bit lower. But I guess I was right, and I shouldn't short hype. So anyway, so Hyperliquid looking pretty good here. I still have tokens in my liquidity pool. This is a little bit scary. I think I'm gonna sell out of these guys. I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe I should widen this, or I don't know. I'm gonna look at it after the podcast, think about it, try to make a bad decision, lose some money, that kind of stuff, lose some potential money, like I usually do. But anyhow, so ETH is up pretty good today, 1%, BTC up 0.5%ish. It's still looking kind of gloomy, trolling around at the bottom. ETH is looking gloomy too, but at least I'm still in range. I'm still getting my token volume, APR, etc. Okay, now moving on to the news. So first of all, we have L2Beat says, we just saw that Katana just activated forced transactions, or did it? We are not sure, but confidently so. So let our researchers explain. So you can go in here and figure out what that is. I don't know how to explain it, very simple. But yeah, so it's a step towards achieving higher stages of what L2Beat considers decentralized layer 2s and so forth. So yeah, I'm going to read through this and give myself a deeper understanding of this, but that's pretty cool. I just wanted to mention it because the next tweet also talks about Base. Base dropped Azul, which kind of also brings them closer to the next stage. It doesn't bring them into stage 2, but it does make it, they are... The point of these of this news is not to give you exactly what does Azul mean and what do these forced transactions on Katana mean, because I'm not the best person to explain this. But the idea of that I'm trying to get to is that it seems that the meta or the narrative or that the market is demanding that L2s start to get closer to stage 2 and so forth. So they're taking it seriously. They're not just like, nobody really cares, so we'll just give them fast transactions, cheap, and they'll just not worry about it, right? So the whole can of worms that like Arbitrum opened by showing people that L2s are centralized and can change the state of things has kind of put fire under their arses and got them to start taking this serious, which is fantastic for users and the ecosystem as a whole. So I'm happy for that. I thought I would share that and those ideas. You can read through. I'll link to this as well as to this. These two posts in this tweet, so that you can kind of dig deeper and find out what exactly has happened and how does it affect transactions on those two chains. Okay, moving on. ETH Strategy tweeted out, they haven't been tweeting so much, so it's been hard for me to kind of look at them, but here they are tweeting out that they are assembling an ETH Ministry of Propaganda. Who are the last remaining ETH bull posters? So I don't know exactly what this is. I say here that Ceazor is still bullish and he's adding me to the list, which is awesome. I guess, I don't know, but we'll see. If I know anything like, there's an alpha group or any kind of Telegram or any kind of like little community that you can kind of hop into to kind of get some amplification of your Ethereum bull posting, then I will be sure to share that as soon as I can. Moving on, here we have Frax Finance. It's pretty simple post. Simple. $1 billion in trading volume across their peg keeper pools. So I've said it many times, FRX USD is a fantastic choice for people to use as a stablecoin in their pools, and in this case, it's usually versus another stablecoin. So instead of using one of those centralized USDC, USDT tokens, you can use Frax, which is also a centralized USDC token, but it's built by DeFi native people instead of suits in Wall Street or Silicon Valley or wherever the hell they might be. But you get the point. So check it out. I would highly consider you do it. I use FRX in my pools. Yeah, so there's that. Let's move on to Ceazor, me. Okay, so I did this tweet yesterday, a monthly recap of Liquidity Protocol, just a bunch of announcements that lots of things that they all of basically a simple small list of things that they achieved in the month of May. I like these monthly roll-up tweets that I've been doing because it allows me to get a snapshot picture of everything that's happened. I did one for Frax the other day, and here I am doing Liquidity. So yeah, you can check out all of these little news pieces, all of these little things that were achieved in the month of May by the protocol Liquidity that were announced by them. Now, they didn't announce, there's nothing in here about TVL, which is probably something I should have added, like, their growth of their TVL, the mints and stuff like that. But basically, low interest rates, high yield, fantastic rating on Pharaoh's Watch, and some cool dashboards, and then this awesome ETH carry vault that I have a video for. You can click this and watch that video. Okay, moving on. So LexNode Gabriel here, he's doing a periodical reminder that you can sign legal agreements on Ethereum Base and Arbitrum via their Metalex Labs type things. So if you don't know who he is, he's our native crypto lawyer. He's got a lot of understanding of what is it, filing stock law, right, whatever you want to call that, SEC law and stuff like that. So he's built this cool product. I did a video on it a little while ago. My video doesn't do it complete justice, but it is there. And this is a thing where you can, instead of DocuSign via DocuSign, you can actually do it on chain and have your agreement on chain on Ethereum Base or Arbitrum. I would love to do this. Like, it's a blockchain signature, more legally robust than DocuSign signature, and you don't need to pay $45 a month. So I would, if I was a landlord or some sort of person who was getting people to sign agreements, I would definitely do this. I would pump my bags. I would bring users into the ecosystem. Some tenant would be like, hey, I want to rent your house. And I'm like, oh, you got an Arbitrum wallet? What's Arbitrum? Well, that's something you're going to have to figure out if you want to rent this house. And they would just figure it out, right? So I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty awesome. Base, Arbitrum, or Ethereum. So check it out. Okay, so here's a tweet by DeFi Dad retweeting Profit Ether Prince. And it's talking about this. I talked about this token yesterday. I was a little bit skeptical of it. I still haven't looked at it. SoFi USD. It's basically a big suit stablecoin. They minted out $100 million. Solana retweeted it and say, oh, look, they chose Solana. But like they minted 26,000 on Solana and 100 million on Ethereum. So like Solana just trying to like gaslight people all the time. It's crazy. So I love this. I love this meme. It fits the bill perfectly. Solana cheering, yeah, we're the winners. But really, it's like, everybody ahead of them. But anyhow, that's that. Let's move on. Privacy pools. On-chain payroll doesn't need to reveal your treasury or each employee's salary. Run your on-chain ops on Privacy Pools V2 and you keep your business private and shielded. Multi-sig support coming soon. So yeah, check that out. So if you do run a business and you want to pay salaries, you can send the money through Privacy Pools, and then people won't be able to see what people are getting paid. And that's kind of what we want in the world, right? That's what most people want. Like, even some companies, you're not even allowed to tell people what you get paid. And here, that it brings it closer to that. Okay, moving on. So Cointelegraph. So Aave Labs has proposed a standardized technical asset listing framework for Aave v3, v4, and Aave Horizon. I thought they already had this, but I guess it was more of a fluid type thing that the DAO would agree on, vote on, and assess. And here they're like, yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's just have a blueprint that you must achieve in order to get your asset listed on Aave Labs. I think it's pretty good. I don't know what the standardized technical asset listing framework is, so I don't know what factors or metrics they are considering to be important, but I assume it's going to be good shit, right? But at the, they tend to learn from their mistakes, as we all do in crypto, and I hope that their framework is robust and pretty bulletproof. Okay, so anyhow, so that's happening, I guess. Moving on. So here we have another thing. It's called Nix to load your EtherFi card privately. So this might be interesting. I don't know. I've never used this Nix, but I tend to use privacy pools, but I guess I could still use privacy pools to send. But I don't know what this Nix is, but it looks kind of like, if you watch this video, where is it? Step 2, send that address to your Nix private account. So it kind of seems like it's kind of like an account, maybe sort of like Railgun or something. I don't know this Nix, what it's using in the background. I've not looked deeply into it, but it kind of seems like, it's a wallet, a smart contract wallet that is privacy shielded. And you can, put some assets in there and then send them out to other places in a private manner. I don't know, but I think it's pretty important. Like this whole privacy meta is something of significance and of a worthy endeavor, as I say. So I hope more and more projects are jumping onto this and getting some utility and bringing some users back to DeFi for that. The last one I'm going to show today is this Approve. So Approve is this wallet chain. I keep looking at this. It keeps coming up in my feed. I haven't tried it yet. This wallet chain, it's cute, but apparently they've now got the EIP 7702 live. And basically what that is like smart contract wallets that allow you to like remove things like the approval sequence can all be done in one transaction. You can bundle transactions into a single transaction. So I want to deposit. I want to then, so I'd approve, deposit my assets into the liquidity pool, approve the liquidity pool to the gauge, and deposit the liquidity pool token into the gauge, right? All that can be done in one single transaction, this kind of stuff. So yeah, you can check it out. I don't know. I haven't tried this thing yet. I think I'm pulled into this because of obviously the tech seems pretty cool, but I think the thing that's sucking me in is this like profile picture. Just this little cute little like cartoony nostalgic video game type thing. And I think that's why it keeps coming up and it keeps sucking me in. So anyways, that's it for today. I hope this is interesting and useful, and thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.